All right, so this is one of the spots that we think it's a good spring for us to collect water. We just came from another one. It didn't look as good. Maybe it's just because of the time of the year, but I think we're going to dig in here and see if we can get some water. We're getting a good flow of water. I just pull this rock and you can see the water is moving. And if I keep digging out, you see how it just starts filling up. So I think this is a good flow of water for us to do the collection system. At this point, we have no water in the land that we're collecting. So anything that we collect, it's going to be good for us. So that way we don't have to be going out and getting water. But yeah, this looks good. This may work. Just a few feet away from that spot that we were at, we found this other spot that actually has really good flow, and you could you could even hear the water. Let me show you over here. See here, this has really good flow. You can see the water, how it's just moving. Look at that. That's a good flow. And I can hear it somewhere up here. Let's see if we can. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, this just started coming out. Look at this. Yeah, that's a good flow. That is really good. Again, I'm not an expert on this, so I don't know what that translates to, like gallons per minute, but we'll find out once we set it up. But man, I can hear it. Let me see if I can get up there. Oh yeah, yeah, right here. All right, dude. It's a good amount of water that's coming out. I think the more we keep digging, what's cool about it is that right now the some of the spots that we have seen in the land that have a lot of water, especially at the bottom, they're pretty much dry. They didn't have as much water as they used to. So to be able to see this amount of water at this time, it's actually pretty exciting. And I think that during the days that rains more or that we have more water, then I think this is going to have even a bigger flow. So this is really cool. And it doesn't have to come maybe like here, but we started somewhere here. It's a lot of rocks here. Yeah. So I'm thinking we'll just do this here. I think that'll be good. Yeah. All right, I'm going to start digging. The plan is to clear all this up, dig as deep as we can. Hopefully we hit some type of rock or somewhere that is a good spot to put the barrier. I'll show you guys what the barrier that we got later on. But now, yeah, we just have to start digging and hopefully we can find more water. All right, we have been digging for a few hours. We actually lost track of time, but yeah, we've been digging here, and it's getting there. We're seeing more water. See that flow? That's really good. So water's coming out from there. We're also getting water from here, and then there's another spot there. This one here, it's a really good spot too. See, so it's really good flow. So what we're planning on doing is just we'll put the barrier right from there and go around up to right around there. So there's this solid rock. I don't know, it may be a good thing or bad thing. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking that it may be good only because the water may just sit on top of it. Bad thing is that I have to go around with the barrier. So I wish I could have made it a little bit closer, but that's okay. I guess maybe it'll let me collect more water. But a few hours, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. It's past 2 o'clock and we haven't had any lunch. All right, our first accident with the four-wheeler. We actually we turned it. Thank God that we're okay. You're okay, babe?
I'm fine.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, we were riding and I was making this turn and I think I caught the top a little bit too much and turned it over. But thank God we're okay. Now we just gotta see how we can turn this thing back on. Well, it still drives. It looks like some oil came out. Not sure what type of oil that is. I don't know if it's brake fluid or something. I'll have to check later. But oh man, I have a history with four-wheelers. I always either run into a car or I turn them over. Hopefully this will be the last one. All right, so quick update. We've been digging for quite some time already. Actually here we were already getting down to like the clay, and we just got to keep digging so that we can make this flat. But we basically just we kept digging. We built a little bit of a trench so that the water just keeps going down and it doesn't keep things too muddy. But man, this is a lot of work.
The challenge is that we can't use the shovel because it's hard.
Yeah, that's true. That's the other thing, that this is so rocky that we haven't really been able to use the shovels. We have to use the picks and then just keep sort of dragging the dirt, and we're also picking up the rocks by hand. We've been collecting a few of the rocks and putting them on the side because we need them once we're done, so that we can put them on the top, and also digging a little bit of the clay, just putting it on the side so that we can use it later. But I mean, it's exciting. We're getting a good amount of water. You can see that flow. That's actually really nice. But it's been a lot of work, but it's exciting. We're having fun. We flipped the four-wheeler and we got a little hurt, but nothing serious. Yeah, thank God that it could have been a lot worse. All right, let's keep digging. All right, day one, it's a wrap. We did a lot of digging, but it's already getting late, so we're gonna call it off for the day, close the shop. But for day one, yeah, I'm happy. I think we did a lot, and we just have to now keep digging a little bit, make all this even where the barrier is gonna go, and I would say maybe another day of digging, and then we can start putting the barrier and then lay the stones. But a lot of work. We're tired, but it's worth it. We're very excited about the amount of water that we're seeing, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good flow of water. Not sure the gallons per minute, but we'll find out. But for now, that is it for today. All right, so this is day 2. Actually, day 3 we skipped a day just to let the water sort of run out and clean itself a little bit. And now on the 3rd day, we came back. We're digging a little bit. We ended up hitting some solid rock, so I don't think we're gonna be able to go any deeper on this side. But I'm thinking that it's gonna be okay. The barrier, I'll just cut it and form it to the rock, and then put some of the clay on the bottom. And I think that that should hold the water. But we'll find out. So we'll see. All right, so right here, this is where the solid rock is. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep going down any deeper, but again, I think I should be able to just form the barrier. I'll cut it there, form a little bit of a step, and I think it should be okay. But look at the amount of water. This is really nice. Yeah, we're really happy with this area here in this spot. I think we'll be able to get enough water. It's just trickling down from everywhere, which is a good thing. Let's see here. All right, so we made a lot of progress. We did all the digging that we could, and then we put this barrier. This is like some type of bamboo barrier to prevent like bamboo roots or something. But it's pretty thick. It's 60 mil. And I saw a video on YouTube that this is what they have used for this. So I thought it was a good idea. And then in here, to prevent the water from going underneath the barrier, we use a combination of some of the clay from the ground, and then also we bought this hydro cement, and the hydro cement just cures like super fast, which is it's good for this application because of all the water. I am super impressed with the actual clay from the ground. Unfortunately, we just didn't find enough to be able to do the whole thing, but I think that with the combination of both the hydro cement and also the clay, we're going to be able to seal it pretty good. Here in this section, this is where we're going to put the pipes. I'm going to now go get some of the gravel. We'll put some in here, and then the rest of it will get filled with a combination of gravel, stones, whatever we can find. And then I think that eventually we'll have to cut this down, bring it a little bit lower, because right now it's definitely too high. But yeah, man, we made really good progress. Right now, this water, it's going underneath the barrier. That's why it's not filling up a lot more. You can see here how it's just going down, and it's a really good flow. Again, this has been pretty exciting with the amount of water that we're getting. But once we catch it here, I think that, yeah, we'll be able to get a good amount of water. So we'll see. This cement dries pretty quickly, so we're mixing small batches at a time, and it's been working out pretty good. So like right about that size, and then I just been putting them in here. I hope that this holds the water. All right, looking good. So we built this out of PVC. So it has two pieces. You see the holes on the side. I seen where they make a whole bunch of holes, but I'm thinking that having holes on top of it is probably not a good idea, because then I think debris can go through it. But I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a professional, but I just think that this is probably the best way to just have the water go through without any debris, and then this will go in here. And then we still have to put a few more rocks, and we gotta fix that leak, but it's getting there. All right, this is what we have done so far. We added the PVC, as I shown earlier. Have the holes on each side, so there's two pipes that'll collect water and then go through the end. If we need to bleach it or clean it, then we just open it there and be able to throw some bleach through it to clean it. So we put some rocks there. Everything's looking good. We got a lot of water coming out. So I didn't necessarily like the hydro cement too much, because it just doesn't bond too well with this barrier. So it creates just a crack, and the water was going through it. But the clay just works wonderful. The clay just seals really good. It moves, so if the barrier moves, the clay moves with it. So it's just working perfectly. But we used it mostly for the outside, and we're gonna try to keep digging, see if we can get a little bit more. It's a little bit hard to find. You have to dig a little bit more underneath the topsoil to really be able to get the good clay. But so far, we're getting good water. This will start clearing up once all the dirt just settles down on the ground or on the bottom. We're gonna put a few more of these rocks around it, and then around this section, or on the outside, we'll put more of the smaller gravel. We don't really have a lot of water during this month, and we're guessing that during the year or another time we're probably gonna get more water. So this is probably gonna be the lowest flow that we're gonna see throughout the year. So it's exciting. We'll see. Oh yeah, I don't have the microphone. So when we first started, I saw a few videos on YouTube, and they all talked about using clay, but I wasn't sure what the clay would sort of look like. But come over here so that I can show you the difference. You can tell, you see how this is like super gray compared to like just regular mud, that it's brown. You can tell the color there. And then when you pull this out, this is really like if you were playing with Play-Doh. And it works so well when you're sealing this. I mean, you just put that like that. And this has been working a lot better than just using that hydro concrete. I actually regret using the hydro concrete or cement. I keep calling it concrete. Because as I mentioned earlier, it just doesn't really bond to this barrier, because this is like it's like a plastic HPE, I think it's what's called, plastic. So it doesn't really bond to it. And when it moves, it just cracks. But with the clay, you can move this and it doesn't do anything to it. You see how it doesn't crack, it just seals it. We were getting some water out from this side, and then we've been putting the clay here, and it's sealed really nice. Let me show you the amount of water that we're getting so far, and it's already like clearing up. This is really nice. Oh man, I'm so excited about this. Look at that. And I think this is during a time when we're not getting a lot of water. So this is really nice. But yeah, this is what you want to look for when looking for clay. I don't know, it may be in other areas, it may be a different color, I don't know, but here in North Carolina and in our piece of land, this is what it looks like. Beautiful.
Oh, we didn't bring anything to tighten it.
Yeah, we'll work on that later.
Make sure you do it right like I did. The way I didn't do it.
See, is that one down there? It was so hard to get to. I think that's fine. All right. Oh, this water looks beautiful. Yeah. I need a big boy here. Oh, I got it dirty. All right, this is what we have so far. We threw all the gravel on top of it, the 3/4 inch gravel, and it's coming out great. We're really happy with it. I wish that we had more gravel so that I can fill it a little bit higher. But unfortunately, we're running out of time. We have to start heading out, so we won't be able to spend too much time on this. But we're super happy with it. We're getting really nice flow of water, super clear already. What we're gonna do now is right on top of the gravel, we're just gonna throw some of these bigger stones from the land, just so that we can fill it up a little bit more, and then just throw a plastic over it, 6 mil plastic. I seen where they use that other landscape mesh. Maybe that would have been a better idea, not sure, but we're gonna put the plastic and see how it goes. We could always change it. We're not planning on putting any dirt on top, so if we ever need to change it, if it fails, then we can just come back and change it. But man, look at this. This is so exciting. Look at that. So clear, super nice. But it's been a lot of work, but we're happy with it. All right, the moment of truth. Let's see how much water we're getting. Here we go. And go. $15 seconds. Half a minute. It's gonna start spilling out soon. All right, so that's about, yeah, it's a little bit more than a gallon per minute. 52 seconds to fill this entire thing, and this is a gallon. So yeah, not bad. Mission accomplished. All right, this is what it looks like so far. So we ended up just grabbing some of the stones from the land, and we cleaned them a little bit, throw them on the top just to fill up a little bit more. I wish I had more gravel, but we just ran out of gravel, so it's okay. And now we're just gonna put the cover on top. Again, I may just cut down the shock ports a little bit and make them a little bit shorter, but I'll do that another time. And we just measure the water, and we're getting about a gallon per minute, which is, I think it's awesome, especially during this time. I think that'll definitely increase, and I'm actually looking forward to measuring it again and see how it increases with time. But very happy with it. I hope it continues to work, and hopefully it'll give us a lot of water. All right, this is the last update. We just finished putting the tarp on top of it, the 6 mil plastic, just to cover the whole thing. I think that when we come back, we're just going to maybe clean up a little bit on the top and make it some type of trench or something, just so that the water goes through the sides. We didn't get a chance to do it. I hope that it doesn't harm anything, but this is what our water collection system looks like. It may look different for yours, but this is what it looks like for us. Thank you for watching.